So today I'm very sick, and I really wanted to make this video.
You're gone and I gotta stay high all the time to find.
Hey guys, it's Becky, also known as Beck's Bunnies here on YouTube, and today I wanted to talk about something really upsetting, but it's important to talk about. So if you do have a problem with animal abuse, I suggest not to watch this video. I have plenty of other videos for you to watch and enjoy, so I suggest to click off and watch one of them instead. But today I'm going to talk to you about puppy farms and my experience with them. So I don't know if you guys know, but a year ago I used to have a second dog who was younger than Oscar. So Oscar is 7, so she would have been 6. So she would have been 5 or 6 now. We got both my dogs from a pet shop, and I'm going to call this pet shop Pet's Palace because I don't want to get sued. We got our dogs from this pet shop called Pet's Palace that actually got shut down a couple years ago because the shopping centre that it was based in found out that it was actually selling dogs from puppy farms. So this other dog that we had, her name was Sally, and she was a black spoodle, and she died when she was 5 years old, which is very young for a dog to die. When we got her as a puppy, we didn't really see anything wrong with her, but as she grew up, she ended up with really bad anxiety to the point where she didn't want to be picked up or cuddled with. She wasn't a huge fan of new people either, and she got so nervous that when someone new made a fuss of her, she'd actually wee on the floor. As she grew older and older, this started getting worse, and it also got to the point where she was just weeing when she heard a loud noise. She was just so anxious all the time. We ended up taking her to the vet because of this, wondering if there was some medication we could put her on to help her with her anxiety. So as her anxiety got worse, we actually realized that she was starting to get affected in other areas. So she would forget how to do things, or she looked depressed all the time, and she didn't really want to do much. She wouldn't even cuddle with us on the couch. She just wanted to sit by herself. So we ended up taking her to the vet, and they weren't quite sure what was wrong with her, so they did a CT scan of her, and there was actually a tumour in her brain. They did tests on the tumour, and it came back inconclusive. So there was no telling if it was a cancerous or non-cancerous tumour, but we thought that this growth on her brain had something to do with how much anxiety she was going through. So 1 week, when she was on her medication, she was getting so much better. But the day after of this week of being so good, she plummeted. She was screaming for no reason. She was howling. She didn't want to go outside. So the vet said that we only had 24 hours left with our little puppy, because it turned out that this tumour was in fact cancerous, and that the cancer had eaten away at her skull. So she actually had no bone in between her eyes at that point, and basically her skull was just being eaten away. Sorry, this is really hard to talk about because it's very heartbreaking, I mean, she was only a little dog, and she had anyway. But yeah, so in those last 24 hours, we gave her all the attention that she would accept. We even gave her human foods. We gave her pieces of cake and cookies, and we just wanted to make sure that the last 24 hours she had was like the best. So 24 hours later, we had to take her to the vet to be put down. And the reason I'm telling you guys the story is because it is so important that we come together as a community to help put a stop to these puppy farms. So puppy farms are places where people breed and breed and breed dogs over and over again to get puppies. And those puppies and the mother of those puppies are then abused. They're kept in small cages for most of their lives. Some of them barely have food or water. Some of them have never known kindness in their life. And these puppy farms illegally sell these dogs to pet shops or to other people that will give them to pet shops. And the people who then buy them puppies from the pet shops have no idea about the background and the abuse that they were kept in. It's a very disgusting and heartbreaking trade. And those dogs, puppies, and the people who end up buying those puppies are affected in this trade. So if you want to do something about this to help put a stop to puppy farms, there's plenty of petitions out there and organizations out there that are raising money to help put a stop to these puppy factories. I'll link a few in the description below if you're interested in signing up or donating some money to help stop this awful trade. I know this week's video wasn't a very happy video, but it was very important to me that this video was made. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. All my social medias will be linked down below in the description, and I'll see you next week for a happier video. Bye. This is my new puppy, Sally, and Oscar that you've seen on many of my videos. Sally! Hi! Hi! Come on, Sally. Let's get her into the light so you can see her properly. Sally, sit!